coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said,
talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roberts. They'll drop to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Not much there, only a yard. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. On 2nd down now, it's French. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He finds his man complete. That's French. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And, Charles, everybody here this week talking about the quest for the 7th Super Bowl title for this head coach, one that would put him in the top spot in the modern era.
And you have to think that the way the league is constructed, Brandon, parity rules, right? So let's face it, my math is rudimentary, but you would think that the average team would win 1 Super Bowl every 32 years, right? And here he is trying to win his 7th. It absolutely boggles the mind and confounds.
Touchdown! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Armadillos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. And this one, it's massive.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Second and 11. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Roberts. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it'll be 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. French. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, he obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run on 1st down. It's French, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, French. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. On second down, it's French. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 2. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll run on first down. French. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's French, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete. That's long. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And let's shift our attention to this defensive unit as they march back onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On first down, French.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down now, it's French. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Armadillos are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second and 13. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Steamers are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Hyde on the return.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A big play there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
2nd and 16.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's long. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's French. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's French. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Armadillos continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say,
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Let's go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he shifts past him, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go play action here on 1st down. Complete here. It's Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrington. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Armadillos are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Barry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run. So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. On 3rd down, it's Barry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrington. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, French. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's got this down to the 35.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No.
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
He'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Armadillos are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. It's French. Shoves him aside. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Armadillos use the short field to get in for 6. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. French. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
On first down, it's French. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give right side. French. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, it's French. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
He'll try again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Roberts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now back to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in for 2 yards out.
And the Steamers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now it's Hyde on the return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
They'll run on 1st down. French takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On 1st down, French. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
160 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.